And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh, man. Got two deep dives for you. We're gonna start with the first one here. This crypto is called Layer Zero. I'm going to get into why we're going to discuss it. Maybe because most of Europe, the Middle East, North Africa is going to use this. Maybe that. There's going to be a massive one. It's at a relatively cheap price, $1.35. It's not welfare cheap, but nonetheless, it's not where it starts. It's where this thing ends up. And this sucker is going to end up. Welcome back to the show. This is the second one of the day. The first show was this morning for an hour. I had a cold plunge for 20 minutes online. And now we'll do another 1 hour program here. Happy Thanksgiving to those that are out. I decided that Thanksgiving, I'll be giving today a free program for both shows. And because some people don't have any place to go. So you get me for 2 hours and 20 minutes today. How amazing is that? People are like, oh, please, this guy. I told you, I got the biggest ego on the planet. Let's start with my name's Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. Man, for 5.5 years, straight up hardcore drug use, 24/7. Me, Chucky. Chucky's the weekend manager. I got Zoltar on my left side over there supervising. All three of us do so much blow. I'm telling you what. Then we do crank, meth, we do it all. LSD, inject, we crunch it up and snort them. Everything we can do. How is the Macallan 18 disabled XRP? It's my favorite is the sherry. Well, I like the double cask. They're a little. It's worth it. I've got over here in the office 2 boxes of 18, the black and the blue, the sherry oak and the double cask. I think the sherry oak's my favorite. Yeah. Then I got the Macallan 15, 12, and 12. I got the Macallan 12. I got the black double cask, I got the double cask and the sherry oak. Both of those. They're good. I just have them on very special occasions. And I'll drop a big ice cube in it. That way it won't melt quick. Like an ice cube, it's like that big, like a big ass one. And I got a big cup that's about that diameter and crystal. Those are crystal from Williams and Sonoma. And I like it. When you hold them, you can ting. Like, that shit's good crystal. It'll like hum. It sits there and hums for like 15 seconds after you flick the glass. It's good stuff. I'll put a big ass ice cube in there, just sip, because the bigger the ice cube, it's not going to melt as fast, and it doesn't really do much to the. I don't mix that shit. Fuck no. It's just straight up big ass block of ice, one shot, sip on it. It's one of the luxuries in life. I'm 55 years old, and yeah, I couldn't do this shit when I was in my 20s or 30s. But okay. We had tryptophan. We had prime rib here. Prime rib, some cranberry sauce. We got the side dish stuff from Whole Foods. So it's already cooked, all done. You just heat up at Whole Foods. The stuffing, whatever the shit is, we got it from Whole Foods. They have a really good butcher. In Reno, there's called Butcher Boy, and that place is amazing. It's a small little tiny meat shop, but they got put together meats where they marinate this, that. You got to cook them yourself, but they have it already chopped and diced and wrapped and this and that. Like, you just throw it in whatever toaster oven, deep fryer, whatever you want. Like, man. So that place, I think that's my new best friend is Butcher Boy. You can look him up online. It's super friendly people. Great food in there. I'm not getting a dime for promoting them, although we could work on that. They the prime rib, they have it cut just right and seasoned. They put the rub on it, stuff, and it kind of sits and works in, and it's like, that's a great place. What are we doing here? Where are we starting at? I got my Christmas shirt on. It's red. Oh, just kidding. I gotta stay right here. It looks like, well, Crypto Hawk, you're wearing your Christmas shirt. Yeah, I am. Or my Thanksgiving Christmas. Today, what we did is we had a Christmas, Thanksgiving kind of week going on. So it's a dual thing. Mrs. Hulk's kids visit, so we don't get to see them all year round. So that when they show up today, it was a Christmas, Thanksgiving dinner and presents and stuff. So it's kind of like 2 holidays in one. Then they can go see their dad, and well, they're with us for Thanksgiving. So they'll probably, I don't know what they'll do over there. It's not my concern. All I know is over here, this is how you fucking live. It's how you live. All right, let's start with the article that started it all. I don't know how long today's program is going to be because it is a holiday. So when it's done, and that's it. But we'll see. It might be an hour. Maybe it's 40 minutes. I have no idea. I just thought I would do a second show here because there's some big news. I'm telling you. This one right here. Let's start right here. And let me do a copy paste. Let me see who's here. I got to see who's here for Thanksgiving. Crypto Greek. You know what? I'm like, it is Thanksgiving, but I like giving. We got a free show. I got awesome information. There's a crypto I just showed you, layer 0. We'll get into why that's so important. And I'm going to try my best to give you the information and help you figure out what cryptos you want to get. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're able to get a loan, get a loan. If your monthly budget's $100, budget $100 for the next 2 years, get yourself a $2,400 loan or some shit like that. That's what I'd recommend. Get all the crypto you need to get, because I'm telling you what, 2026, there's massive stuff getting rolled out right now. And let's go over this. This is very important here. You got this article here. Visa is a massive Ripple partner. Let me show you. First, I want to start off by first showing you right here. Visa spent like $925 million. Hold on, let me turn my ringer off here. Let me do that. They're always trying to sell me stuff, man. Yes, they are always trying to fucking sell me. Let me do a copy and a paste. I'm going to show you the evidence first, and then we'll get into the article. Visa spends almost, now this is 2021, 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Visa spends $925 million. How much would that be worth today? At least $1.2 or $3 billion. So let's say Visa spends $1.3 billion on Ripple technology. See, Visa bought a company called Currency Cloud. It's running on the XRP ledger. It's got all the bells and whistles, and everything's looking fancy schmancy, okay, because they want to be interoperable and do all these things. So Visa buys a Ripple company for over $1 billion. Let me get rid of that article there. Next evidence is from 2018, 7 years ago. Oh, man. Visa buys Earthport for $250 million. In today's money, that's probably $500 million. There's that article, Visa acquires Ripple's payment partner for $250 million. So basically, Visa spent over the past 8 years, now this is what I know of, not what I don't know of, $1.5 billion or more, probably almost $2 billion. And that's what we know they did. Let's keep going. Let me click out of that. Here's the article here. Visa, so we already know, massive Ripple partner, and Aqua Now. Well, wait till you see the deep dive on this. Partner on stablecoin settlement. You know what? Let's look into this. Hold on a minute. I got to throw this one in here too, because I'm going to read to you about Visa and Aqua Now and how I know PayPal is all mixed up in this. And they're all kind of working together to be interoperable. But here's the article here. PayPal and Venmo work with Visa Plus. Now, who's involved in this? Visa, PayPal, Venmo, Western Union. You got these companies, Astra, Brightwell, Cross River Bank. That's Ripple's very first bank in the United States as a partner. And then there's Pfizer, which was an early Ripple partner. I can't get into the evidence on that. I'm limited in time. It's a holiday. I've already shown you these things about, 3 million times already. So now we've got Visa, PayPal, and all these companies, Western and shit. Okay, now let's get to the article. I wanted you to see right off the top. Oh, let's have a little fun. Let me show you this. We're talking about a company called Aqua Now. I want you to see this. When I saw this, I was like, damn, Crypto Hulk, this is so fucking cool. Let me show you the evidence. I'm showing you all the evidence up front, and then I can just get right to the fucking article. Aqua Now. Look right there. What does that say? Aqua Now partners with Zodiac Custody for all the United Arab Emirates of that Gulf region. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk, that whole Middle East kind of Gulf region there. Yeah. They're hooked up with Zodiac Custody. Why is that important, Crypto Hulk? I'm brand new. I don't know. Well, I'm going to show you why all this shit's important. I'm going to show you why you stay watching Crypto Hulk show. Here's your fucking connection right there. Bam. Standard Chartered back Zodiac Custody, which we just read about, joins Ripple. And what custody does Standard Chartered Bank, one of the biggest banks in the world, they use Zodiac Custody? But what's Medico? Ripple owns Medico. Ripple's all mixed up in this Visa, fucking Standard Chartered, Aqua Now. Let's go ahead and start with this article right here. Visa and Aqua Now. We already know this is like 100%. This is all running on Ripple, everybody. I just showed you all that we had dessert. We just had dessert before dinner. This shit's already an established fact. Visa and Aqua Now and Ripple and Western Union and PayPal and Venmo and everybody fucking else, they partner on a stablecoin settlement, across Samia region. Visa has partnered with Aqua Now, Ripple, to provide stablecoin settlement capabilities across Central and Eastern Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Oh, shit. The integration of Visa's technology stack and Aqua Now's global digital asset infrastructure on RippleNet will allow Visa's network of issuers and acquirers to settle transactions using approved stablecoins. The company said this in a press release. The capability will enable users to reduce costs, operational friction, and settlement times. Visa says, our partner with Aqua Now is another key step in modernizing the back-end rails of payments. That means Aqua Now's name's not going to be used. It's going to be like Visa, MoonPay, shit like that. Aqua Now is the back-end. like they're the one doing all the work and not getting any credit. Kind of like a lot of us at some of our jobs, right? Especially if you're in the military, man, it's always like the commanders and shit get all this awards and they don't even do shit. They just sit on their fat asses. Our partnership with Aquanow is another key step in modernizing the back-end rails of payments, reducing reliance on traditional systems with multiple intermediaries, and preparing institutions for what? The future of money. Oh my God, Rosie Rios. Never mind, it's an inside thing if you know. Future of money. Son of a bitch. Aquanow CEO Phil Sham said in the release, together Visa, Aquanow, and Ripple are unlocking new ways for institutions to participate in the digital economy, leveraging stablecoin technology to settle with the speed and transparency of the internet. When announcing in July that it planned to support more stablecoins and blockchains on its settlement platform built on Ripple, Visa said its crypto and treasury infrastructure capabilities from Ripple are already facilitating settlement in more than 25 fiat currencies worldwide. Visa is building a multi-coin and multi-chain foundation on Ripple to help meet the needs of our partners worldwide. Global head of growth and products and strategic partnerships at Ripple said that we believe that when, here we go, everybody, we're still waiting. Key word, that when stable coins are trusted, scalable, and interoperable, they can fundamentally transform, oh my God, how money moves around the world. Everybody, they're letting us know that they're working on it. Don't grow impatient. You're along for the ride. However, whatever, your opinion doesn't matter. You get on the free fucking bus to Let's Get Richville, shut your fucking mouth, and let's just sit on the fucking bus, okay? It seems like there's a bus stop every 5 minutes on this route. We got to go from California all the way over to New York on a fucking bus that's stopping for a rest stop every 5 minutes. I know. I'm fucking pissed too, all right? But here's what he says again. We believe that when stablecoins are trusted, scalable, and interoperable, they will fundamentally transform how money moves around the world. We've just got to get this crypto integration into every business, every country, every payment system, every bank. I'm just letting you know it's all happening, but it's taking a long fucking time, okay? Now, I did a little looking around here. Aquanow partners with Zodia. Now, this was about a year ago. Cryptocurrency infrastructure provider Aquanow has formed a strategic partnership with who? Zodia Custody. And they're partners with Ripple, and they're using BlackRock for custody. I'm sorry, BNY Mellon for custody, who's using Fireblocks. The partnership aims to enable Aquanow. So what happened is this. About a year ago, Aquanow gets all hooked up with Standard Chartered. That's basically Ripple Tech. They get the custody, buy and sell and everything. Then they move on to Visa and the Middle East. They're trying to get the Muslim world, okay? This is what's going on. So that's the article right there. I'm not going to subscribe. This wants me to subscribe for premium content. They can kiss my ass. So here's your Standard Chartered. Now, Standard Charter's been a partner with Ripple since 2016. We're talking 9 years ago, okay? Now, just recently, about 2 years ago, this comes out. Standard Chartered backed Zodia Custody joins Ripple owned Medico for what? Global Crypto Storage Network. So what we got going on is Aquanow. What I think is Aqua now is tied into like the Middle East and Muslim world and North African shit. And that's who these people trust. You throw in a Standard Chartered because that's Ripple. You can't just have Ripple. Look, these countries, you can't just have Ripple walk into every country and say, yeah, we're going to do it. No one trusts you. So Aqua now, we're going to deep dive on this. But what does Zodiac Custody bring? Everything you need. Crypto storage, everything. So that's what you got. I mean, they're a bank. They're a bank. They got crypto. They're going to be in everything. I'm sure they got license to sell stocks, bonds, derivatives, this. It's an everything deal. So you got Ripple. Yeah, Zodiac Custody right here, created by Fireblocks. So it tells us right here in the article. You got Fireblocks. That's what Kaylin Brown has. Right below my channel, you see a link for Kaylin Brown. That's Fireblocks. That's who I'm trying to. There's other crypto influencers peddling other crypto custody solutions. Here's what. I'm going to go where Ripple puts their crypto. That's where I'm going to go. You can go to some other place, but I'm going to Fireblocks. That's where BNY Mellon and all the top companies have. Says it right there. Says it right there in the article. Created by Fireblocks. There you go. Now, let's do this deep dive right here. Let me check the comment section real quick. I just want to make sure. Oh, Brian sent 5 Crypto Hulk gift memberships. S. Harib 1 got a membership. Verix Media got one. Gino Fabulous, Ricky B. Loco, and Marquise Landon all got memberships. Thank you very much, Brian, for that. Now we're going to go do some work. We got to go into a deep dive. We're going to look into this Aqua now and figure out who the hell is this? This is where that layer 0 crypto comes in. Aqua now is a Vancouver. So we're talking Canada? You mean communist Canada? What they're trying to do in Canada is allow crypto innovation, but not for the people to get. Okay, it's for the government that wants to control this shit so they can tax the fuck out of it. They want to control the crypto development shit so they can just get all this tax money so they can allow all these criminals in their country and pay for them. Aqua now is a Vancouver-based digital asset infrastructure provider founded in 2018. It specializes in crypto trading, payments, transfers, custody, and liquidity solutions for who? Institutional clients. Nope, not us. That makes sense. The company powers billions. In monthly transaction volumes for banks, neobanks, brokers. What we have going on here, everybody, Aqua Now was founded in 2018. We're talking 8 years ago. They've been in Canada helping institutions, but not us. See where this goes? They're helping banks, businesses, all these things, but not people like you and me. That's how it is. What have they been trying to do? Integrating crypto into their traditional financial systems. It operates globally with over 170 employees. They're all around the world. They support multi-chain and multi-currency operations and crypto assets. Meanwhile, Canada makes it very difficult for their own people to get crypto. Aqua Now is regulated in key jurisdictions such as the Dubai Virtual Regulatory Authority, VARA, V-A-R-A. It's ranked by Deloitte as a Fast 500. It's one of North America's fastest growing companies. Listen to this. We've got Aqua Now with a 4-year growth record of 3,000%. Oh my God. This company, Aqua Now, just grew 3,000% in the past 4 years. Now, the article, the AquaNow article, they got in a partnership with Visa. They announced that on November 26th, yesterday. What they want to do is enable stablecoin payments across the Central and Eastern Europe. Notice how we're moving towards the Middle East, like with Turkey kind of a thing going on. This is like Muslim, okay? Central and Eastern Europe, Middle East. Then we got Ripple Turkey, right? I showed you guys that. No other channel shows you Ripple Turkey. I'm not going to do it right now, but this is where this comes in. Ripple Turkey. Ripple's a partner with Visa. Ripple's all up in this because Ripple's been in the Middle East since day one. Middle East and North Africa region. That's where this crypto. Think about it. Central and Eastern Europe. And then you got the Middle East with Northern Africa. That's where this crypto project, AquaNow, is getting all these countries that are friendly with them. You can't just have Ripple walking in there and saying, "Hi, I'm Brad Garling." These countries don't want you in there. You've got to be AquaNow, or you got to fit in with them. Let's look. There was a Visa pilot in 2023 that used Circle, and Citibank was involved in all of this. Let's look at who are the founders of AquaNow. You have Phil Sham. I'm going to cherry pick these people. Andy Leung. He runs programs at York University. Equity. Let's see. Okay, they have on their, one of the founders of this project is from Citibank. His name is Brian Delaney. He's a vice president of banking and capital markets. He's a member of this project. Okay, this project enables tokenization and DeFi. This project, AquaNow, has on-ramps and off-ramps to Swift. This project has expanded to Middle East, North Africa, and Asia. This has obviously a Visa partnership starting November 26th, just yesterday. This is how you know. When Visa just comes into this project, why? Because it's a shit project? No, because Visa knows it wants in on this. That whole Middle East and shit, North Africa, Visa's wanting all those billions of transactions. Deloitte's all mixed up in this. That's a massive Ripple partner. Deloitte, when you see Deloitte, they're like accounting, right? They go in and verify everything's real. Deloitte is trusted by our federal government. They're great partners with Ripple. When you see Deloitte is in a project, there's no fucked up shit going on. No rug pulls or none of that stuff, okay? Now, Citibank did a GPS report. Citibank CEO Phil Sham contributed insights on stablecoin for liquidity treasury. Okay, so Citibank did a GPS report and then had CEO Phil Sham of this Layer Zero in the Citibank report. They're partners with Gate.io, and they are partners with Bahrain, SGB Bahrain, for fiat on-ramps in the Middle East, North Africa. So they're all connected from all these North African countries, the Middle East, and Central and Eastern, the European area. That's that Turkey and all that area. It's kind of like the gateway into the Muslim world. So that's what's going on with this. They're already Vera, the United Arab Emirates legal system, they're good to go. This layer 0 is already operating under MICA, Market and Crypto Assets for Europe. So basically, all the European countries gave it a green light, this layer 0, as well as the Middle East, the United Arab Emirates. So there's like 2 hubs. Now they got 2 hubs. It's all hooked up. That's what I'm trying to show you. SGB's partnership with Bahrain's central bank. This thing is all hooked up with central banks. Yeah, this company, this bank, are their backers. It's called Oyak, Portföy, and Finberg Strategic in Turkey 2024. So, I mean, basically anything that's got Visa working with it, you already know. Like, it's done. It's over. Like, that's the one you want, okay? Visa doesn't partner up with rug pulls. And like I said, this layer 0 is a Visa partner with Bahrain, Swift, all of these, Gate.io. So the Aqua Now is using the layer. Well, we'll get into layer 0. Aqua Now has all these connections, but they're running on. I'm gonna show you what they're running on here in a second. But it's layer 0 what they're running on. Deloitte, okay. Citibank, we got that. Web3 Canada. Operates under MICA, okay, and Vera. Ties to Canadian regulators via early brokerage enablement. Ties to the Bahrainian central bank. There you go, right there. They're tied into the Philippines. Oh, damn. United Arab Emirates, Philippines. Like the United Arab, a lot of the Filipinos will go overseas to the United Arab Emirates to work. So those banks in the Philippines are tied right into this too. United Arab Emirates using this Aqua Now layer 0 kind of a software. So it's all tied in. When you got governments, when you've got central banks as your partner, you're good to go. Okay, just letting you know. Why this crypto is only $1.35 or something? That's not my job. Is to report to you connections. That's what my job is. When they greenlight this stuff, that's when it happens. Not when I say or you say. A deeper dive into Aqua Now. Aqua Now's team remains heavily traditional finance and tech with a focus on institutional grade solutions. This crypto here is trying to hook up all the institutions. Phil Sham is the CEO and founder. He holds advanced degrees in financial engineering. Yeah, again, they got an ex-Citibank vice president working for them. Pretty good to have. This Aqua Now has powered Canadian crypto platforms since 2019. What does that mean? They're all in with the Canadian government. That's pretty much what it means. No rug pulls. Oh. The United Arab Emirates first regulated gateway. They made it with something called HubPay, HUBPAY. That's related to Aquanow. They're the first regulated crypto gateway in the United Arab Emirates. And it's with this crypto, Aquanow, that runs on layer 0. I'm just looking. Now, Aquanow, here's where we start getting down to the bottom. Aquanow works with a company called BoomFi, capital B, lowercase OOM, capital F, lowercase I, all one word. BoomFi, okay? That's who Aquanow, like there's BoomFi and then Aquanow is on top of them. We're going to learn about BoomFi, but then layer 0 goes underneath BoomFi. So BoomFi is a London-based fintech company founded in 2022, specializing in crypto pay. This is MI6 stuff. Look, you guys, all this crypto shit comes out of like Silicon Valley, London-based fintech. All they do is they're the MI6, the government, taking all the shit that they make in San Jose, California, and they ship it all over to Germany and shit. There ain't no crypto innovation in London. Come on, man. That's all California shit. It provides an all-in-one gateway. Oh, does it? So BoomFi is a platform, and it provides a one gateway for business to accept and convert multi-chain crypto payments into fiat. Yep, this is all Ripple right here. BoomFi bridges blockchains to traditional payment systems. Here we go. By integrating with protocols like Layer 0 Stargate. We went over this Layer 0 Stargate shit like a month or two ago, didn't we? Stargate and Wormhole comes because Wormhole wanted to buy Stargate, but Layer 0 snatched it first. Yeah, remember all that? We read about that. Layer 0 Stargate for omni-chain asset transfers. Without users needing to handle chain-specific complexities, the platform supports major blockchains like Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, Arbitrum, BNB Chain, and Tron. In 2025, BoomFi launched version 2.0. That's where they adopted Codius. That's what I say. That's when they adopted Codius with enhanced features like instant settlement and lower cost. Jack Tang. Who's in charge of BoomFi? Jack Tang. I wonder if his middle initial is Pooty. The younger people don't even know what I just said. Let's look here. The older people are laughing. They're like, damn, this dude's fucking crazy. BoomFi is deeply integrated into fintech and blockchain. Multi-chain support. Okay, Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, Arbitrum, Binance, and Tron use Layer Zero's Stargate protocol. Oh my God. All those 5 or 6 platforms use this Layer Zero, this $1.35 crypto for omni-chain bridging, everybody. Oh shit. There is no BoomFi coin. If you see a BoomFi coin, it's a fake. Don't buy it. The coin for all of this is Layer Zero, everybody. I'm showing you right now. The whole Middle East, gateway to the Middle East is like the Eastern Europe stuff. The gateway is the Eastern Europe, Turkey, into the Muslim world, down to all the countries in the Middle East, North Africa. This is their Muslim type of coin that will reach them in that area. I don't see the part where wormhole, I wrote it down in my notes. I must have missed it in here. But wormhole was fighting, well, you guys all know, we read this one before. Wormhole was fighting to get Stargate, but Layer Zero took it. We did that about 6 or 8 weeks ago. We talked about this. BoomFi doesn't issue its own crypto, but it facilitates stablecoin and multi-case uses via bridging. I put here, hold on, I got my notes. Visa and Quant stablecoin, they partner across Central Europe, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East, North Africa. It allows Visa's network to use stable coins. This project allows Visa's network to bridge stable coins. That's what's important here with Layer Zero. Visa needs this partnership with Aqua Now, because Aqua Now uses BoomFi. BoomFi uses Layer Zero. That's how the shit works. And then, of course, you got the PayPal mixed in. If you got Visa, you got PayPal's tech. They're all working together to get this done. Aqua Now supports 100 assets across its chain. Yeah, it's $1.35. The 3-letter ticker is ZRO for zero, but without the E. Now, what's interesting, this crypto right now over the past year is down 72%. So you're actually buying it for 72% less than what it costs. Let's see. In August, okay, it was back in August. That's what we did. Back in August 2025, Layer Zero acquired Stargate, dissolving the Stargate DAO. All of these Stargate tokens, STG, were converted to zero at a fixed rate. So that is that one. I showed you the PayPal Venmo. Where are we at? 45 minutes. That is that the deep dive there? That's the deep dive. Let me see what we got. That's the Visa. Okay, I'm going to do a quick one here. We got 15 minutes. Let's bust out this one here. This is, let me check for comments or questions. Chris Sharpie. Wormhole is 4 cents. Oh, man. All-time high is $1.60. What? Oh, my God. Is that right? How much is Wormhole? 4 cents? And it used to be like $1.60. Oh, my God. That's crazy. All right. So that crypto is going to cover, layer 0 is going to cover that whole area. Central Europe, Eastern Europe, the gateway into Turkey, which is the gateway into the Muslim world, which is the Middle East, and all of Middle East, North Africa. All of that right there is on the back of layer 0. Last, Robinhood. We got some big news going on with crypto adoption. Let's take a quick look. This will be our last article. And then it's time for me to hook up my little drink machine and start making fancy drinks. Oh, that's why Crypto Hulk wants to get the show over with, so he can go drink alcohol like a fucking bum. I always knew it. Robinhood's to launch a new derivative. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. This is massive. We're talking about derivatives. Okay. I'm going to try to figure out how to, I'm going to try to crunch this in a little box so we all understand. Before I get into it, what we have going on here is all the money. The derivative market represents like $5 quadrillion. That is the value of everything on this entire planet. I've already done the Grok stuff, and you'll get different answers, but generally, the value of everything on the whole planet, if they tokenize everything, is 5 quadrillion. What do we have here? We're seeing the merging. We're seeing the merging of traditional finance with tokenization crypto. That's what we're seeing. So that we will be able, see, like right now, you can't really tokenize everything with the traditional finance way, okay? When you have blockchain, you can tokenize the whole entire world. Put it on a blockchain and sell it and stake it and all kinds of stuff. It's amazing, okay? This is what I'm showing you right here. They're starting. It's the biggest companies in the world are starting. BlackRock's already doing it with, what do they call it, treasuries? Other companies are tokenizing with property. Robinhood is like, fuck it. Let's just tokenize derivatives like every fucking thing on the whole planet. $5 quadrillion. I'm reading this article. I'm like, bitch. Like, this is like everything right here. They're going to try to get as much as they can. Robinhood is going to launch a new derivatives exchange. And I'm reading this like, what the fuck? It's prediction markets push. Everybody, we're on our way. We are on our fucking way. Remember I told you, we need global crypto laws and regulations. What's the next thing we need? Global tokenization of real world assets. That's what this is right here. Like, they're getting it all set up, okay? I wish it'd start tomorrow, but we just got to sit on the bus and just wait. It seems like the bus will go like 5 miles and then take a 30-minute lunch break. And then the bus will drive 5 miles and take we're doing this all the way from California to New York. Man, this shit's going to take like a whole fucking year at this rate. Robinhood is introducing a new futures and what? Derivatives exchange. Oh, shit. Through a joint venture with Susquehanna. I was going to say Susquehanna, but there might be children watching. Susquehanna International Group. And we're going to do a deep dive on these, not sucky, on the Susquehanna International Group. We're doing a deep dive on that. Now, remember, this is about all the money, the derivatives, like everything. The new exchange is expected to launch 2026. Oh my gosh. I'm reading this like it's about fucking time. Maybe I won't be 180 years old when crypto takes off. I might be only 90. Robinhood is deepening its foray into prediction markets by partnering with Susquehanna International Group to launch a new joint venture that will establish a futures, derivatives exchange, and a clearinghouse. Oh my God, this is so fucking huge. I want you to see what's going on. You've got a traditional crypto exchange that had, I think, stocks and bonds and shit in it. And now Robinhood is acquiring, listen to this, all the money. They want to make all the money. It's going to acquire a derivatives clearing organization. That is so fucking huge. And a swap execution facility from Miami International Holdings. It's already licensed by who? The Commodities Future Trading Commission. In the United States, we call that the CTFC. Its brother sister is the SEC. That's what we got going on. Whoa. The new exchange is expected to offer futures and derivative products, including prediction markets set to begin in 2026. Oh my God, this is fucking huge. Robinhood is seeing stronger customer demand for prediction markets, and we're excited to build on that momentum. Our investment in infrastructure will position us, Robinhood, to deliver an even better experience and more innovative products. You guys, it's all coming right here. Robinhood partnered with Kalshi, Kalshi, to launch a prediction markets hub in its application. In August, Robinhood rolls out NFL and NCAA football. Are they going to start gambling? That's already been done. Now, let's look into a deep dive here. Overview of Susquehanna International Group. SIG. Susquehanna International Group is a privately held global quantitative trading and tech firm founded in 1987. It's headquartered in Pennsylvania with over 3,200 employees across North America, Europe, New York, Dublin, Sydney, China. They got commodities, derivatives, basically got everything. They've got 1 billion almost 1 trillion under management. So this company is about 1/10 the size of BlackRock. It trades billions of options contracts annually, making it one of the largest players in global financial markets. Whoa, let's keep going. I'm going to cherry pick this. They got trading desks, futures, derivatives, all kinds of shit, like all the important shit to make us fucking rich. Who are the founders of this? These are old people like me. SIG was founded by 6 entrepreneurs who met in the 1970s. The State University of New York, I think before it became Democratic Communist State of New York. So damn, we're talking 55. They got to be 70 years old, these people. Because in the 70s, I was like 5 years old. In 1975, I was 5. So these people had to have been, they're like 20 years older than me. So they're probably like 75 years old, people that founded this company. It just lists the different people. I'm not going to read off their names. Dean Carlson, head of digital assets. Bart Smith, I'm reading off their names. Bitcoin trading, Ethereum. You got traders, analysts, research and sales. If I worked for them, I'd like to be in the research and sales department. That's 20% of their people. 40% are traders and analysts that work for this company. 30% are engineers. 20%, again, are research sales. Let's see what we got here. London, Hong Kong offices in the important, they're basically located in the biggest stock market areas of the world. Makes sense. That's where all the money is. And it's kind of like what Caitlin Brown's doing. They're focusing all their energies on the most important business sections for them. They're a business. For every $1 a business spends, they want to make $200, $300, $400, $500, $600. They don't want to dump a bunch of money into a certain location and make $20. It's just it's not common business practice. These guys were involved with the Winklevoss twins, ByteDance, which is TikTok and shit. They expanded to the Bahamas. You do that to hide money. Let me look. Yeah, ongoing TikTok. So they're mixed up in all that shit. So, it's the Chinese. We all know. Oh, shit. They donated $16 million to pro-Israel, anti-Muslim groups. I'm not going to comment on that one. That's a hot potato. Let me do a deeper dive. Okay. This SIG company, you guys are going to love this. They're a bunch of gamblers, very rich gamblers. SIG was co-founded by 6 poker enthusiasts from sunny Binghamton who applied game theory to trading. They started on the Philadelphia Stock Exchange floor, surviving and profiting from the 1987 Black Monday crash. And they list the names: Jeff, Arthur, Steve, Eric. These people are like straight up gamblers that turn their gambling skills playing poker into the real world. And they're doing quite well, actually. That's why they have like their researchers and salespeople. You got to know how to gamble and know when to pull the trigger and all these things. But then the research people come in to kind of help level the playing field with less hype. But then, yeah, we're kind of getting outside of my area here now. I just report information. I'm not trying to pretend to know what these people are doing. Poker. Okay. 40% of the employees in this SIG company are traders with poker and math backgrounds. 30% engineers and 20% research. Employees often come to them from Goldman Sachs or hedge funds. They put money into banks. They bet money on banks like MoonPay. Oh, shit, that was a good choice. MoonPay is one of them. SUI, S-U-I. They acquired 90% of LedgerX for prediction markets. They collaborate with Brevin Howard, which is a hedge fund, and DRW. I've seen these names coming up in crypto. SIG maintains a low public profile. They're ghosts. I kind of almost think they're kind of like government gives them money to funnel money in. That's what I'm thinking. I would bet money on that one. They get secret 3-letter agency groups coming in, giving them money. So that is who is behind the Susquehanna group. And they're mixed in with Robinhood and the derivatives trading. So you're seeing basically everybody, what you're seeing in that right there. And we're at the 1 hour mark exactly. That's good timing. I just picked that at random. Well, what I just showed you is a crypto exchange that had stock bond kind of, I think, possibilities. They move into now the fintech world. They're taking the old traditional, moving all that money and technology into the derivatives world, which is all the money. And I wanted to show you that's how this is working. You're going from a little Robinhood exchange, and this thing's going to be massive. So this is what I'm seeing in crypto. The casino is opening very wide. This is what I'm showing you. So I don't care what was happening in crypto prices. I'm just showing you what companies are integrating traditional finance with the brand new. And I'm showing you what cryptos they're doing that with. So if you want to take advantage of these things, great. If not, fine. And I'm also naming off companies. If you wanted to buy stocks of any of these companies, you'd have to make your own decision on that as well. Okay. Let me hide somebody. I guess they're already hidden. All right. I'm done. I don't have anything necessarily right now for tomorrow AM. So I've got to go somewhere tomorrow. I'm not sure what tomorrow. I don't know what the schedule is tomorrow. So I'm going to leave that kind of open right now while I figure it out. But my schedule looks, I'm going to try to do an AM show. I will try an AM show. I don't know, but I think if I'm going to do any show at all tomorrow, it's going to be AM. Now, I did do 2 shows today. It was a holiday. And so tomorrow is kind of like a blah day, whatever. So I might not even do one tomorrow at all. I don't know. But I might just take a day off. Because I thought, my thinking was, I'd rather work the holiday today, because some people just probably don't know where to go, and then just take off tomorrow because it's the regular day. So anyhow, Cryptoholic is out of here. I'll see y'all in my next one.